Hello, welcome to JV Trading News. Today's date is 18th day, August 2025. How has been your Monday? I believe that you are having a lovely time wherever you are watching me from. And I'll be going straight to the newspaper reviews. So, landlords risk 1 million naira fine, jail for uninsured buildings, according to the commission that's they're dealing with that. That means that if you own a building that is public, you are renting it out. Perhaps you are owning shops that that involve clients, more of like those participants, those who will rent the buildings. You are meant to uh, ensure the property so that in case of casualty issue of fire outbreak, you will be able to get compensated, and then in the process at the end of the day when you pay that, and so then there will be more of like percentage 0.25% of the amount generated will be uh, pushed or transferred to fire service management fund, meaning that those who are into emergency, more of like fire service, and that is to show that this government is really working so hard to ensure that taxes increase and the revenue, generated revenue increase. And in the process, a lot those who will suffer this issue is that those consumers, masses of people, projected of people that will suffer this kind of all these taxation, apparent taxations. So let's look at the next headlines. Out of school crisis, FG introduces cash transfer to mothers. This news is a bit more of like concern. They have said that about 120 billion or how many billions already released to the ministry to ensure the programs like they start transferring this money, and then they will also involve the training of teachers in your state. And I believe that and they are looking at those who are going to be engaging in terms of the parents, so that they could be able to pay the the bills and also take care of the children, so that they will encourage the pupils to get back to school. But the question is going to be even transportation. If those who are not living closer by, the money they will be spending on transportation alone is not small money, and that is just one out of the many factors that these programs is just more of like sharing of money to people. And moreover, the way it is going right now is there's no sign that it's going to be transparent process. And if it's not transparent, how much we will just be hearing in the newspapers, on the television, that the government approved so amount of money. At the end of the day, how many beneficiaries, how many mothers will benefit from this money? And this issue of a cash transfer, why is it cash transfer? And I hope this cash transfer that's using words now is not meant to be like they will withdraw and be going to the different houses and be giving the parents of the pupils, because this is going, there's need for empirical data to be released on a periodical basis, maybe weekly, monthly, to show who and who have been collected from where, and so on, so that the people will really know that yes, this government is serious. But unfortunately, it seems that we just get to know that this amount is released, and then at the end of the day, we will hear that somebody else has diverted the money. And at the end of the day, the government, they're saying, the people are saying, no, it is not because they are dividing the money. It's because they are trying to ensure that the students get back to school. But that is just to just hope that the story is aligning. Let's move to the next one. Workers' compensation. FD backtracks as NSA holds ground. Now, NSA is saying no. This issue about the money that's been transferred, about 40% of the money, the worker compensation, because there's some money meant for the workers, meaning that the employers are paying. I mean, they are paying the government, and the government meant to be keeping reserving this money for any workers that may perhaps had accident injuries during the process of doing engaging job, And then according to the NLC, saying that no, government shouldn't divert any money. Although in December 2023, according to the issues, the money agencies generated are to be about 50% should be sent or transferred to the treasury account, meaning that single treasury account, or I don't know what their kind of account, because nowadays we don't really know the importance of TSA, meaning that treasury single account. How true is this account? And again, the amount the government is spending, where are they spending the money from? No budgets for those, most of them. And then we get to know that they have spent so amount, they have paid subsidy. How does government, how, in what way, that in what area that the government is paying electricity subsidy? We are holding, how? Which data? How are they getting those 4 trillion? Because you just got to know that government is paying subsidy. It's owing subsidy. From where? How? Despite the fact that band A is paying 210 naira per unit, and then the government is still paying. You wonder what is going on in this country, because where is subsidy coming from? And the other day we get to know that the government is just squandering our money. Nothing to show for it. And they are claiming they have achieved certain things, but nothing to show for it. Let's look at this one. Shipping crisis delays Dangote's 3,550 CNG trucks. 450 arrived. Now, the issue is about a glitch that occurred in China, and again, they talk about the PIP. There's low ships coming to Nigeria, and that is the case. That is one of the factors that made it, that they could not meet up with the 4,000 CNG trucks, which they already announced to the public that yes, this will foster and increase the distribution of fuel to direct supply of fuel to the filling stations, which will have reduce the cost of fuel. But according to them, they said that this is only 400, and that 450 will already arrive in Nigeria. That they are still hoping that before the September or end of the year, that hopefully they will be able to make their other CNG trucks available. Then by next week, by next Friday, 150 CNG trucks which will arrive too, making 600. So that is expectation that it will increase from 450 to 600 CNG trucks, Dangote trucks. So that is by that headline. Then lawmakers under fire over bribe-for-bill allegations. This this man from Jigawa State, lawmakers said that yes, there's a lot of bills have been passed by paying the House, the Green Chamber, the Senate, and then the lawmakers in the House of Reps too. They paid between 3 million to 1 million before they will pass the bill, and again after reaching the bill, then there will be more lobbying of money, meaning that the corruption in the even House of Rep is not small. About 360 lawmakers will be paid. So that means that when you are saying bills are being passed, that likely a lot of monies are being used to sponsor and to lobby for the bills to be passed. And that's one of the reasons. If you notice, you just see that some bills that shouldn't even near the National Assembly has been passed because of what? Which is not normal. And again, I believe that it's also related to budgets too, for the government, all these presidential budgeting and also national budget, a lot of padding. That's the reason why the government will drop 1 trillion. You see extra 200 billion added to it by the by the National Assembly and the ANCO. These are a lot of paddings that have been going on, but they are trying to bear it to make sure that it doesn't leak, and they do all those things inside plenary, closed door plenary. They don't do those things in the open, because they'll just come outside and come and say nay or no. The country is getting worse every day because of this kind of leadership we have. And I believe that government is not just about making money, it's about impacting lives. And there's not really much signs that government, this APC government is really are doing that. Let's look at this one. Nwoko seeks establishment of ranches in all 774 local governments. Osinbajo tried it during the Uga settlement and it didn't work out. And I don't think this one will work out. But if there are some mechanical bars who will sponsor, will give enough money, I believe that they will be able to pass it. But the point is that are they going to be those ranches? Are they going to be free? Is the government going to dash them to the Fulani expense and those who are into cattle rearing? And again, what is going to happen at the end of the day? Because the questions are many. Because this is just about legal framework to boost livestock something. It's beyond that. This is about an avenue for some people, some cattle rearers or the politicians to occupy all the local government in the whole country. Does that make sense? Why did it also raise the questions or the issue about giving the farmers enough land, free lands for them to, special land for them to be able to plant and grow their crops? Why don't those just ask for the passive bill that farmers, any farmers that's interested, anybody that's interested in farming should come for land and so that they can get the free lands and so on. It doesn't make any sense. It just look as if it is just that won't make things work because it will become threat to all the local governments when those who are adding guns with their cows are being given free something and they're turning to right and see if this is their right. No. We have seen the case of the repeated Boko Harams being sent abroad with the taxpayers' money, and there's nothing come out of it. They still have Boko Haram bandits, terrorists who are still attacking our people and Nigerians. Recently now in the Kwara State, about a lot of residents were packing their loads and running Tesla in the Pelodu local government area. And then people were wondering what's going on in the Kwara State. And those terrorists are being pampered. And then recently they said that they killed two top terrorist gangs and the leaders of the gangs. And at the end of the day, there's no sign of progress in this country. But I believe that God is watching those who are leading us and those who know all these kind of issues. So let's look at how is the market presidential aid taunts opposition parties. Now the question is going to be, what is the business of the opposition parties now? Your government is not providing enough environment for the youths, for the businessmen, for the foreigners too. They have not seen any signs that the country is secured. It's safe for them to invest in. Our naira is still devalued, and your government is talking about stable economy, whereas it's supposed to be stable currency at devalued level, at devalued and over devalued level. Meaning that $1 is currently 1,530 to 1,550 naira. $1. That is not a stable economy. That is underdeveloped and undergrowth development economy. So the concern of Bayo Odeduga, the special advisor to the president, should be that the government is making sure that the development people with access are the one that are the one in control. But using this kind of by-elections to judge your performance is sad. Meaning that what you are talking about now is like you are going to win in 2027 election. When you're not talking about how your government is going to make sure that the value of the naira gains strength. When we are talking about the security, the lives of people and the properties, you're not talking about the lives being killed. The Dangote trucks are being killing a lot of innocent people, putting a lot of innocent passerbys and passengers in hospitals at the point of one leg, in life, and one leg, the other leg is in death. But that is to show that this government is not really serious, because we are not seeing any sign that the government is even care about the people. They already care about the next election. There is more attention paid to next election, defection of other political parties to the APC. Those are not the governments. That is not all about government. Government involves the welfare of the people, how the economy is going, and Can the minimum wage afford to buy a bag of rice and then something will be left? Those are the questions. So this stuff I can go. I think that is the last headline. These are the headlines and headlines reviews this afternoon. By God's grace, it's going to be lovely. This week we are going to be looking at more updates about God's grace tomorrow. I'll be here to share with you more about it. So stay blessed and have a beautiful time.